right, hello and good morning. Just that. This is video 962. It is a Friday, and I am on uh, my wellness break, which I really appreciate. My work gives us an hour each week for wellness, and I split up into two 30-minute sessions. So this is session number two. But anyway, um, yeah, I kind of want to just address something that kind of happened to me earlier in the week. And luckily, I had the opportunity to go to my therapist, midday. The day was a very bad day, just all around, start to finish. Even after I went and saw the therapist, it was bad. But what I noticed was two things. One is that there have been a number of things that have happened to me lately that have definitely pushed, um, been a challenge, been a challenge. um, Extraordinary things, things that happen once in a blue moon. And I was, they say you can't go home. Um, when you go home, you realize, the your parents and the people that knew you, they're different. You're different because you left. And when you return, you're different. They may stay the same. Their expectations of you and whatnot. And what I've realized is that when I deal with my ex wife, okay, she dead names me. She doesn't necessarily misgender me, but she still treats me as her husband, okay? And she refers to me as, like I said, my dead name. So the situation is, it definitely reminds me, pushes me back into an old role that I was lived in for a number of years, right? So, there are elements of that happened recently with my ex-wife and elements of things that happened with my daughter that pushed me back into the father role. Okay, not necessarily parent is gender neutral, but in conjunction with my ex-wife, it pushed me back into that space. And I also had a couple of things with my mom. And again, you can say, well, your daughter versus your son, or you could say your child, you know, but there are things that I'm not going to say need to be done, but things that push me back into that role. Not that I was ever, I don't know, uh, just things that push you back. That's the short of it. And so I had a number of things that were like, you know, upsetting, and to a degree, the the when I was younger, I learned to pat those emotions down, to bury those emotions, and it was like, and then I had issues at work, and I was pushed like into survival mode, which is definitely over here, as opposed to where I live over here. Ooh, sorry, he's gonna get up. And so it's just one of those things. It was like I had a number of things that happened at once, and maybe what I want to say is it's okay to have the need to simplify and maybe walk back into that old mold if you need to, just to survive. Um, I mean, it's for me, it's what I had to do. And it's taken a couple days. It's taken a couple days to get back into me, this me, as opposed to that me, which was also me. Um, so I just wanted to just kind of record that. Um, Obviously, I'm not quite uh, trying to use my authentic voice as much as I can. Um, but I'm still getting used to it. And like I said, a couple days ago, it was like um, I didn't feel it, you know. And I think I'm still developing, and I think some of that's going to be different. Boy, I look like a flat, don't I, from this angle? Um, I think things, I hate to say, things are going to be different once I have my surgery, but I think they really will. I mean, why do it if it's not going to help you out, right? I have top surgery in about mm, 5 months. I got on the waiting list at 9 months, so I've made it 4 months. I just have to make it 5 more months. Nearly halfway there. I'm trying to think what else is going on. Um, I got invited to uh, bisexual party. You didn't have to be bi to go, but it was just kind of a, you know, I guess because of the bisexual day of visibility or whatever this week. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to go. I mean, just to go to have fun, watch a movie or two. But I noticed that the attendees are predominantly girls, predominantly women. There's only one guy that's going to go. And here I am assuming it's sexually based. Um, why it may very well just be people gathering together, but the opportunistic in the back of my excuse me, in the back of my mind's like going, oh, maybe you'll meet somebody there. Oh, I might. And I have met someone, oh dear, someone who is 49, almost 50. Oh, it looks like arm hair, doesn't it? That's not arm hair, that's his hair. Um, I met somebody who's just about my age, maybe a little bit younger, by like 6 months or a year. And, you know, born from around the same time that I was, grew up watching the same cartoons that I did. We were kind of into the same hobbies. I'm like, this could be someone to definitely make a friendship with, but maybe a little more. Um, Turns out they're asexual. They may very well be aromantic, um, but I don't know. Just trying to be friends, and if something else develops from that, I'm not really. I think sex is such a small part. Having companionship and someone to talk to definitely is nice, and that's 80 to 90% of a relationship. And maybe that other part will come. You know, the physical, not necessarily sex, but just hugging and the human touch. Shaking, not necessarily shaking. You know what I mean? Hugs, maybe a hug and a kiss on the head. I don't know. But I think they got divorced. They got divorced about um, 9 months ago, so they're still kind of in that. Hey, what do I want to do? So I mean, like I said, I'm not. I hope I'm not. I'm excited because there's a potential. At the same time, I'm realistic, and things are going to happen the way they happen. Uh, so we'll see how that unfolds. But when I think about who I would be most compatible with, um, to be as blunt as I possibly can be, it's going to be a guy. It's going to be a guy with a penis. Okay. It's going to be a cis guy, a gamer guy, um, someone who reads, someone who likes comic books, manga, anime, all of the above. Up, and that's my timer. I'm out of time. Damn, that was quick. Quick 30 minutes. All right, gotta go. Bye. Have fun.